Your Country 1039 KGRT, Mr. Shane Prophet. Yeah, that's how it ought to be. I agree, sir. I agree wholeheartedly.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. It's time for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Sorry, guys. It is time to talk about, how special you really are. No, I mean that, how special you are. Everybody has their own special thing that they do that they're just really, really good at. It may seem very commonplace and normal. One might even say mundane. But we all have a little something that we are really, really good at. Our specialty, if you will. So, that is my question of the day today. What is something that you are better at than most people? Things like, I could do a before model and almost any product. I've got at least a couple I could definitely do before on. Let's see, selective hearing. A lot of people are really good at that. Messing things up. Well, I wouldn't say messing things up. You make it more interesting, right? Maybe even stuff like guessing a movie's plot inside the first 10 minutes or making people laugh. Making guacamole, that is a talent. That is a talent. It really is, to get the good stuff in there. Or perhaps freaking out over simple things, maybe overanalyzing stuff. Yeah, all these little things that you don't really think about, but they are something that you do very, very well. I want to know what that is. What is something that you are better at than most people? I've expanded my repertoire a little bit. I used to say that I was just really, really good at trying to make people laugh because I'm hilarious, right? I try it every once in a while, at least, to try to make people laugh. I have recently been working on my nap technique, so I'm pretty good at naps. I wouldn't say it was really, really good, but I'm pretty good at taking those. But if I were to say my one thing that I do that I am better at than most people, I would say probably just making you laugh. Coming up with really bad jokes in just an instant. Dare I say even dad jokes. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good at that. What about you? What is something that you are better at than most people? No matter how mundane or simple it might be, you do it the better than anybody else around you. Go ahead and let me know your answers by giving me a call or sending that text 575-523 KGRT. Just had my mechanic friend chime in. He just said that losing his 10mm socket, very good at losing that, and you kind of need that one. But let me know your answers for our question of the day today. What is something that you are better at than most people? That is our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Once again, let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in, or just head over to our online pages, Facebook and YouTube, and leave your answers for the question of the day. All right. I think we're good there. And we are good here. We are exclusively up on our social media pages. After this weekend, I would say that I was pretty good at, getting live video interviews up with everybody over at the Mesilla Valley Outdoor Expo, or really good at walking around the convention center. I definitely got some steps in this weekend, that's for sure. But if I were to think about all the little things that we do that I do better than most everyone else, I want to say that maybe quick wit would be one of those things, but that one's kind of hit or miss. But what about you? What are your specialties? What is something that you are better at than most everyone else you know? Let me know your answers. Once again, call them in or text them in 575-523 KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And, of course, leave your comments down below. In the meantime, let's go ahead and check out and see what's going on in and around town. Bro Bible says that Hallmark Channel is partnering with the NFL and Skydance Sports for a new film titled Holiday Touchdown, a Bills Love Story. Yeah, so Hallmark is getting their hands on the NFL to make a cheesy Hallmark Christmas movie, but that everyone will love, I'm sure. At least I know a lot of people that will. But the movie follows Bill's superfan who is falling in love while trying to win an award for her family production. That starts this year. Let's see. Jeff Bezos' fiancee Lauren Sanchez carries a $5,750 Balenciaga handbag that looks like a to-go coffee cup. I think I can get one of those on Temu. Let's see. Taco Bell has brought back chalupas after a 6-year absence. So if you love your chalupas, there you go. Also, Gatorade is releasing a new flavor, a mashup series. They're combining classic flavors like Cool Blue with Fruit Punch and Lemon Lime with Orange. And the mashups are celebrating Gatorade's 60th anniversary. They've been around for 60 years, and I'm not opposed to one of those. Could have used one this weekend walking around all over the Las Cruces Convention Center. Etsy comedian Paul Rodriguez, remember him? He apparently was arrested in Burbank, California on charges of narcotics possession. Rodriguez claims that the drugs belonged to his friend, and Rodriguez said that it was a Caucasian officer who woke him up with a slap during a traffic stop. Now, okay, if it's a traffic stop, why would you have to be woken up? I'm a little worried about that one, but I remember Paul, one of my favorite comedians from back in the day. Weekend box office, A Working Man was tops of the box office, followed by Snow White, The Chosen, The Woman in the Yard, and Death of a Unicorn. So, yeah, kind of slow on the movie trend right now, but don't worry, it'll pick up. Marvel stuff is coming soon. Once again, let me know your answers for our question of the day. Today, what is something that you are better at than most people? Can you make a mean pasta and sauce? Are you really good at guacamole? Are you really good at naps? I've been practicing those. I think I'm getting pretty good at those. But whatever is simple, mundane, or just thing that you do that is you do it better than anyone you know, go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day, which is brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.